Now on CoastTV News.
Watch for areas of dense fog this morning, otherwise building heat and humidity, especially Wednesday with a yellow alert day. The Labor Day holiday weekend is a bit unsettled. Details coming up.
Hotel debate why city officials and a developer went head-to-head at a meeting for a proposed hotel on the Rehoboth Beach Boardwalk.
Downpour damage, more devastation in Alaska from storms in that area, causing landslides.
Fresh vehicles for police fleet. The reason why the Department of Milford says it needs these additions.
This is CoastTV News Today.
And we are in our 6 o'clock hour. Good morning. I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning. I'm Paige Marley. It's Tuesday, August 27th, 2024.
If you're just joining us and just getting ready to head out the door, fog is our story so far.
It is, definitely. It is intense. I at least drove on the inland side of, Milton and Rehoboth Beach, that area. It was no joke this morning. So be very, very careful. It's hard to see road signs, hard to see animals, so just take it slow.
Yeah, the back roads always get hit with the fog.
Yeah.
What we're seeing on our cameras is we're actually seeing it on the bigger highways, which we normally don't see that when fog is the issue.
Yeah. Of course, not as bad as those inland areas, but no matter where, just maybe this is a good morning, just chill, take it slow, cruise into work. So we'll bring in Bob this morning, but Bob, this won't be an issue all day.
No, good morning, guys. And if you can chill, as you mentioned, Paige, for about 3 hours, then do that. Maybe delay travel till about 9 a.m. when I think the fog will have burned off. But until then, I've been perusing the cameras all across the area. Dover socked in, Salisbury socked in. Even the coast is seeing fog 3/4 of a mile in Ocean City, 1/4 mile in Salisbury, and 2.5 in Georgetown. So really foggy out there. Use the low beam headlights. We have school buses out now with school back in session. So really just take it slow out there and delay travel if you can. 60s and low 70s out the door. Winds are light right now. Above this fog deck, it's mainly clear. You're seeing some blips of green on the radar. That could be maybe a little bit of drizzle coming out of this fog deck. Otherwise, once the fog burns off, we're in good shape. We're seeing sunshine. It's just between now and about 9 a.m. on Futurecast. That's where we have the fog. Even 8:30, we still have the fog. 60s and low 70s, and then it's gone by 11 a.m. We're in the hazy sunshine, 70s, eventually mid to upper 80s inland, maybe even 90 in Salisbury, with 70s and 80s at the coast, and a very warm and muggy evening on the way. So watch out for the fog this morning and then the strong sun this afternoon. UV index, it's an 8 today, very high, and we're in that very high range the next couple of days. And then it does dip as we go Thursday into the weekend with more clouds and showers. So be careful in the fog this morning and the sun this afternoon.
Thank you, Bob. And we've been talking about the fog, so let us show you some of it. This is moments ago, maybe about 20 minutes ago. This is Route 113 and Aero Safety Road. You can see some of the mist, some of the fog there from high above. This is south of Georgetown. Paige, what do you have going on in Delmarva?
Let's check it out. See what's going on there this morning. Route 13 and 54 is what you're looking at. Not a lot of street lights there anyway, so a little dark, but hopefully that person's driving slow, like we had said. So, you can see not the best road conditions this morning. All right, well, as we move on this morning, a developer looking to build a hotel on the Rehoboth Beach Boardwalk. It's right around where one of the Zelke's locations is. It's located where that iconic Dolly sign used to hang.
Yeah, and Coast TV News reporter Elisa Weber is there in Rehoboth Beach live. And Lisa, a recent site plan for review brought up a lot of concerns about this project.
Matt and Paige, we've all seen the postcards and the pictures taken in front of that Dolly sign. They used to hang right here off of this building on 1 Rehoboth Avenue. Well, now a developer is looking to put a mixed-use building right here, keeping the retail spaces on the ground floor the same, and then adding a 60-room hotel on top. And the attorney for the developer says the goal of the project is to update this half of the boardwalk. But many concerns during a site plan review were raised during a site plan in August. And one major concern was how multiple delivery trucks will try to come down Baltimore Avenue at one time.
There are a lot of restaurants on within the boardwalk area, and I believe they do truck some of the items over to Rehoboth Avenue if they can't get over there. They are the Cisco trucks, they are NKS, they are linen trucks. So between our check-ins and check-outs, the truck deliveries, and the additional check-in, check-out at the 1 Rehoboth, we just want to make sure that that's all coordinated properly because it backs up very easily, especially that a lot of trucks come down Baltimore Avenue to turn around.
And this project is expected to come back before the Planning Commission in September. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Elisa. Moving on, severe weather causing big problems for tens of millions in the U.S. Some areas dealing with extreme heat. Others, like this here, damage already done from storms and landslides. At least one person confirmed dead, others injured after a landslide hit part of Alaska. And then schools. First 2 days of schools in the Philadelphia area plagued with summer heat. And there, 63 of them in the city are ending 3 hours early 2 days this week because of those temperatures.
Milford police are getting a bit of an upgrade. The city is set to replace 4 of its vehicles. The police department saying this was already approved in the city budget. Now it has the final approval after a meeting Monday. Police Chief Cecilia Ash says they'll be saving the city around $60,000 in the taxpayer money. A major point in her presentation was the importance of getting the 2024 models of those vehicles before the prices rise. That's when those 2025 versions start going on sale in about a month.
So we're currently using 2010 and 2015 vehicles, and as anybody knows, police cars take a pretty hard hit just with the average life and the type of conditions that they go through, but plus the fact that, these vehicles have been in patrol. Now we've cycled them through other specialized divisions to try to get the best that we can out of them.
And Chief Ash says the estimated cost of the vehicles will be $227,000, but that includes the outfitting the new rides with their computers, their lights, sirens, and everything else police cars need.
A Lincoln man is now behind bars after a several-month-long drug investigation. Delaware State Police say this is what was found in a home on Green Top Road: a handgun, ammunition, packaged marijuana, and suspected crack cocaine. Troopers say William Dunning played a key role in a narcotics distribution, and that the gun and suspected crack cocaine were in an easily accessible area to children who live in that home. Dunning was charged with 5 felonies and committed to Sussex Correctional Institution on a $34,700 cash bond.
One man now facing felony charges after police say he sold furniture but never delivered those items. Delaware State Police and Rehoboth Beach Police arrested Francis Lutz from Lewis. According to police, through his business Oceanside Casual Furniture, Lutz sold multiple people thousands of dollars worth of furniture but then never delivered those goods. Lutz surrendered himself to Troop 4 after a warrant was issued for his arrest.
Happening today, the latest step in the attempt by Delaware Electric Cooperative to expand its headquarters in Greenwood. A public hearing on this plan is scheduled for this afternoon at the Sussex County Council meeting in Georgetown. The land for the expansion, it is owned by the co-op, but it is designated as agricultural. And that's why county approval is needed for a conditional use. 2 structures would be built, a vehicle enclosure and a maintenance building. It was earlier this month that the county's Planning and Zoning Commission voted to delay moving forward with the project, in part because all the approvals and permits from other agencies had not been received at that time.
All right, let's talk school days now in Sussex County. Sussex Tech begins in full today, as do many students in Seaford specifically. So in the elementary school, it's the first day for the 1st and 2nd graders. In the middle school, 7th and 8th graders begin today, along with sophomores, juniors, and seniors at the high school. All the other students began on Monday there in Seaford.
There's an update on a story that we've been covering in Lewis. It's about what some people call light pollution. And on Monday, the Lewis Environmental Subcommittee delved into its Dark Skies initiative. Goal here is to lower the amount of light directed upwards at night. According to the city, one benefit of that, it would make it easier to see the bright stars above us. And Sally Boswell with Preserve Our Park told CoastTV the initiative can also benefit the health and safety of wildlife.
So the songbirds, they come south from New Jersey, they cross Delaware Bay, and they cross our park and Lewis. Thousands upon thousands of them. And they are guided by light. So when there's too much artificial light, they crash into windows, and those kind of problems happen.
And the committee is still in the middle phase of planning. They have to finalize a draft that everyone is comfortable with before sending it off to the Planning Commission.
A federal court in Delaware has made a key decision affecting voting rights for incarcerated people ahead of the upcoming election. The U.S. District Court in Delaware denied a request from the American Civil Liberties Union to allow in-person voting for eligible incarcerated voters. The state maintains that the voters can cast absentee ballots, but advocates continue to push for expanded ballot access.
Kamala Harris and Donald Trump back on the campaign trail as the fight for undecided voters heats up from coast to coast.
The campaign keeps sparring over details for next month's presidential debate. NBC's Alice Barr shows us what's expected as Trump has now expressed hesitation regarding the network hosting the upcoming event.
That's a ton of weed. Yes, it is.
Today on the trail, former President Trump's running mate, Senator J.D. Vance, set to speak on the economy and inflation in Michigan, while Vice President Harris's husband campaigns in New York and Senator Elizabeth Warren stumps for her in battleground Wisconsin. But there's a roadblock in the flat-out race for the White House.
All of a sudden they want to make a change in the rules because she can't answer questions.
In the back and forth over a September 10th debate between the two nominees, former President Trump both objecting to and seeming to agree with a request from the Harris campaign to leave microphones unmuted while the other candidate is speaking, a reversal from the last Trump-Biden debate.
Doesn't matter to me. I'd rather have it probably on, but the agreement was that it would be the same as it was last time.
We want that opportunity for the American people to see Donald Trump for who he is. Not censored, not muted, but the unfettered guy that he is going to be if he becomes president again.
The former president saying he's still thinking about whether he'll even take part in the debate, accusing the host network ABC News of treating Republicans unfairly. That as he addressed a National Guard conference in Michigan, tying Vice President Harris to the chaotic U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan 3 years ago. 13 American service members were killed. Mr. Trump calling it
the most embarrassing moment in history.
Ms. Harris writing on the anniversary, "My prayers are with the families and their loved ones. My heart breaks for their pain and their loss." In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
All right, we'll have more news to get to in this hour of Coast TV News Today.
Coming up, Milton McDonald's making way. We'll show you the construction currently going on and why not everyone is loving it.
Also ahead, officer search going online with the Ocean City Police saying about its new way of attracting new recruits now that seasonal positions are coming to an end.
And Red Lobster loses more locations. We'll tell you how many the seafood chain will be left after its latest round of bankruptcy closings. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
You're not going to want to miss this.
Jeopardy, like the Everest of trivia.
Spit and truth therapy.
You gotta feel smart if you wanna look smart. You're smart, think smart, think smart, talk smart, get smart. You are smart, smarty pants.
What is Equus?
Nitroglycerin. Avignon.
Hyperglycemia. You got revenge on that category.
I sure did.
You got to unleash the power.
Woo!
That's the path to Jeopardy success.
You know, I like that, yeah.
Yes.
New episodes September 9th on Coast TV.
You want to feel important. You want to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things.
You want to feel like you belong. We know. We felt that way too, and that's why we did something about it.
We aren't just Army National Guard soldiers.
We are normal people just like you.
And together, we can make a difference.
Take on your legacy.
To learn more, visit nationalguard.com/DC.
Join the Harry K Foundation for the Fashion for Charity Girls Night Out October 16th from 6 to 9 p.m. at Shellville Village in Rehoboth Beach. Indulge in cocktails, hors d'oeuvres, a fashion show, and shopping on this evening of fashion, food, friends, and philanthropy. Tickets are $48 with benefits going to the Harry K Foundation, working to defeat childhood hunger throughout Delaware. For tickets and info, visit harrykfoundation.org. Sponsored by Coast TV.
In Delaware, a family earning $67,000 a year pays the same tax rate as one making $67 million. I'm Matt Meyer, and you don't have to be a former math teacher to know that's an outrage. As governor, I'll make the super wealthy pay more in taxes so working people can pay less. By making state taxes more fair, we'll help more families get ahead. It's not just smart math, it's the right thing to do.
Democrat Matt Meyer for governor.
6:14 on this very foggy Tuesday morning. You can barely see the trees on our Bay Health cam into over 70 degrees. Use the low beam headlights. We've got the fog in Kent County and also into Sussex County as well. 3 miles in Georgetown, but surrounding areas, I think the visibility is much lower. Quarter mile in Salisbury, a mile and a half in Ocean City. Temperatures in the 60s and low 70s. That fog will burn off mid-morning with light winds. And above this fog deck, we are looking at clear skies. So once that fog burns off, off around 9 a.m. Then we're looking at lots of sunshine, but we've got school in session. Be careful around the bus stop. When you see the stop sign, stop and really take it slow in the fog this morning. 66 off to school for the kiddos, but then warm and humid this afternoon and 87.
Lewis Bicycle and Pedestrian Advisory Committee and DelDOT are working together. They say they want to create a safer biking and walking environment. So happening today, the agencies will meet to discuss information about some new projects and bike plans. This is all taking place 5:30 at City Hall. The end goal here of the bike plan is for all that live, work, and visit the city of access to a safe network for walking and biking and also reduce the amount of traffic. Improvements on the way in Rehoboth Beach. The city will be replacing the water main and associated piping in the ocean block on Maryland Avenue. This begins mid-September. Property owners will be mailed a letter with more information, including the expectation of periodic and scheduled water outages.
Red Lobster is closing yet another 23 restaurants as part of the seafood chain's ongoing bankruptcy proceedings. That joins more than 100 restaurants that Red Lobster closed earlier this summer. After the latest closings, the chain will have about 500 outlets left, but that is a decline, of course, from the 650 it had just last year. Walmart has recalled nearly 10,000 cases of apple juice because they were found to contain harmful levels of inorganic arsenic. The Great Value brand apple juice recall. It got a more urgent classification after its original announcement that was on August 15th. This new classification says the affected product could temporarily cause adverse health consequences. So check your pantries, check your refrigerators. Still ahead this morning, an officer search going online. Why one vacationer thinks the new option for Ocean City police recruits will benefit the beach side of town.
It's foggy down on the boardwalk in Rehoboth, but not as dense as it is inland, so just use extra caution. Wait till the fog burns off later this morning if you can. Otherwise, it's building heat and humidity over the next couple of days, peaking tomorrow with a yellow alert. Details on that, plus an unsettled holiday weekend. Your forecast coming up in 2 minutes.
Watch for the IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep.
For every season, every weather moment, stay ahead with the CoastTV First Alert Weather Phone. Just call 443-880-9100. Your forecast just a call away. Sponsored by the law offices of Baird, Mandalis, Brockstead, and Federico.
At Atlantic General Hospital, we've been busy. Busy expanding healthcare services that are second to none in our region. From cancer care and women's health services to orthopedics, gastroenterology, and more, we provide advanced health technologies delivered by top providers. Expert care every day. It's what you can count on from Atlantic General Hospital.
Got a plumbing problem that can't wait? Then why would you? At FH Fur, we know how frustrating it is to be stuck waiting for help, which is why we offer same-day service guaranteed. Whether it's a leaky faucet, a clogged drain, a broken pipe, you name it, the expert plumbers at FH Fur are standing by and ready to get you out of hot water, or maybe into some hot water if that's your issue. Same-day service guaranteed, regardless of your plumbing predicament.
877-GOLFER, FHFur.com.
Capture your favorite moments at the CoastTV photo booth. Strike a pose and snap a pic, all for free. View previous pictures and see the next event at CoastTV.com under the Features tab. The CoastTV photo booth, sponsored by Baths by Spicer Brothers.
The weather is brought to you by Spicer Brothers Construction. Born here to serve here.
Transform your bath today with Baths by Spicer Brothers.
Call now and ask about our Refresh for Less promotion and get a new bath or shower for only $69.95. Plus, get 20% off all upgrades.
Imagine stepping into a beautifully renovated bath, designed by our experts and installed by our certified professionals.
This offer is hotter than a sauna and won't last forever. So don't miss out on our Refresh for Less promotion for just $69.95 with 20% off all upgrades.
Before you sign, keep Baths by Spicer Brothers in mind, because you deserve the best.
Time is 6:19, and we are giving you a live look at Dover. Check out the fog situation in Delaware's capital city. And Bob, you've been busy all morning tracking the fog throughout Delmarva.
It is thick out there, Matt. You know, we're not only talking Sussex County, but farther to the north, it's a Kent County as well. They've got the thick fog. But 3 miles officially in Georgetown, but surrounding areas seeing the fog. Millsboro seeing fog as well as the coast, too. Not as thick there, perhaps, but 3/4 of a mile in Ocean City, a 1/4 mile in Salisbury. So the bottom line is, if you can delay travel till about 9 a.m., do so. Until then, use the low beam headlights. We've got the summer-like feel returning. Once that fog burns off, the sun's going to do its thing. It's going to get hot and humid as well. A yellow alert Wednesday, mid-90s, but feeling like triple digits. But it's only a one-day heat wave because then it cools down after that. And an unsettled Labor Day holiday weekend with occasional showers and storms. I'm looking at about 88 today, feeling warmer with the humidity. Then the hot day tomorrow is 95, but then it cools down. 83 on Thursday. Some models keep us in the 70s, so we'll have to see about that. Only 80 on Friday and mid-80s heading into the weekend. And unfortunately, the muggies aren't going away muggy to humid the next few days, even very humid as we go into the weekend. Out the door, it's foggy, as we know, and it's a little warmer than it has been. 65 in Salisbury, Redden 67, and Bethany Beach right now at 71 as the winds are calm. Above this fog deck, we're looking at clear skies. Once we burn out the fog, it's sunny. Will be a beautiful day, but a warm day with high pressure in place, and eventually even warmer air does build in from the west with time. But we're dealing with the fog this morning. Futurecast 7:30 has the fog. Even by 10, maybe some areas of fog still hanging on. Then we get into the sunshine this afternoon, and it gets hot. Upper 80s inland, around 90 in Salisbury, but look at the 70s, Ocean City up to Dewey Beach. So I think you stay a little cooler there today while it's hot inland, upper 80s to around 90, and a very humid evening on the way. Clear early on, maybe some clouds by Wednesday morning, and by 8:30, temperatures already skyrocketing through the 70s and 80s, 90s by noon, and then mid-90s by 3 o'clock. Look at Delmarva and Salisbury, 96, 95 in Millsboro. 80s and 90s along the coast, and very mild and muggy into the evening. Maybe some showers and storms as we go into tomorrow night. Want to focus on those feels like temperatures tomorrow afternoon around 4:30, feeling like 98 to maybe as high as 103 inland areas. So we have to exercise caution in that heat and be careful, stay hydrated with 90s along the coast. Now heading into the holiday weekend, I think it's clouds on Friday, then increasing showers, especially Saturday into early Sunday. Then I think it does dry out Sunday. And right now, Labor Day is looking just kind of cloudy and dry. We'll fine-tune that. Paul Davis 7-day forecast, upper 80s today, 95 with the yellow alert Wednesday. Cooler Thursday with showers, and then heading into the holiday weekend, cloudy on Friday, 80 with showers and storms for the weekend, mid-80s, and Labor Day mostly cloudy and 83.
Thank you, Bob. As the seasonal officer program comes to an end in Ocean City, the Ocean City Police Department is exploring new ways to bring in future officers, including online applications. Now, previously, the police department there would set up scheduled testing days a couple times a year for applicants to come in person. This new offer is something one seasonal vacationer thinks will open up the options for the beachside town.
You can definitely reach a farther group of people online. I mean, global, right? So you could definitely reach a lot more people.
The Ocean City Police Department hopes the online process will bring more applicants their way.
And this brings us now to our Coast TV poll. We've been asking you, how do you feel about the end of the seasonal officer program in Ocean City?
Yeah, a little bit change in the voting as we get the updated results. 52% chiming in on disappointed, 38% say understanding, 10% say it's positive change. And if you haven't voted yet, you can still do so at CoastTVnews.com or our mobile app.
All right, coming up on Coast TV News today, Milton McDonald's making its way, why the owner of the new location thinks the addition is a win for the town. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back.
The UV Index Weather Report is sponsored by Ocean City Tourism. Somewhere to smile about. Save the date for the Meals on Wheels Delaware Beach Brunch presented by Fulton Bank on Sunday, October 13th from 10:30 to 1:30 at the Rehoboth Beach Country Club. Indulge in an upscale brunch paired with handcrafted cocktails, all while overlooking the beautiful bay. Local chefs will delight with hors d'oeuvres and desserts complemented by a range of beverages. Participate in our live and silent auctions featuring exclusive getaways and unique items. For full event details, visit mealsonwheelsde.org. Sponsored by CoastTV.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness? If you've ever experienced the warning signs of bad circulation, then you need Legzercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way. Soothe pain and calm restless legs. Reduce swelling in your legs, ankles, and feet, and stimulate healthy circulation. Stay active with Legzercise Pro.
Intruders are more likely to target homes with dark zones. Take the bullseye off your house and turn on Bionic Spotlight Extreme 360, the motion-activated home defense light that looks just like a high-tech security camera. It detects even the slightest motion and automatically triggers 6 ultra-bright LED high beams. During the day, it's disguised as a high-tech security camera. It's completely wireless and installs in just seconds. Powered by solar panels, no batteries needed. It adjusts a full 360 degrees. Call or go online and order your Bionic Extreme 360 for just $19.99. But wait, we can also include a second one. Just pay a separate fee. Plus, we'll give you free shipping on your entire order.
To order, call 1-800-316-1548 or go online to buybionic360.com. So call 1-800-316-1548 or go to buybionic360.com.
Some big news for Milton. Construction of the new McDonald's, it is officially underway. This is after the groundbreaking that took place Monday at its new home off of Broadkill Road. After years of planning and working to get the arches up in Milton, the new McDonald's location, it'll not look like the typical fast food building per Milton's previous amendments to the plans. Mike Mioli owns the locations across Delaware and in Maryland. He sees this addition to town as a win, but not everyone else in town is loving it.
Fun place to gather. It's a fun place to meet family or friends, share a fun event, after a game. And let's face it, everybody loves something from McDonald's, whether they admit it or not. They love something, and we're really excited to be here.
Traffic, the noise. What are they going to do if you have an accident? How's our first responders going to get through to serve our public? If somebody's laying in the street, you can't get through as it is.
Now, the new location is expected to be open pretty soon. It'll be open towards the end of November or early December.
First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey is back with us, and once we get past all this fog, Bob, it looks like it'll be a pretty good day to hit the beach.
I think it will be, but I don't think the fog's really going to burn off till about 9 o'clock, maybe even a little later in some places, maybe a little hazy at the beach for a while. Otherwise, the sun does come out. Assateague and Chincoteague, I think you're only in the 70s or about 8 to 10 degrees cooler at the beaches than inland areas. Fenwick Island and Ocean City, 70s, maybe lower 80s in Fenwick Island with the morning fog and then afternoon sunshine. And then on the bay side, the next 3 days, warm, upper 80s today in Cambridge, 95 tomorrow, the hot day, then cooler with showers on Thursday and a little cooler for you for Crisfield, but still warming up Wednesday with a high of 87, then cooling down. And the holiday weekend, a little unsettled. More on that coming up in the last half hour in just a few minutes.
Thanks. Also coming up after the break, Lewis looking to limit lights, why the city says putting an end to light pollution would benefit more than just our nighttime views.
Still ahead, a drug distribution in Delaware, the dangers alleged in the home of the man arrested.
And a hot hotel debate. We're going to tell you what's next as a developer pushes to put a new hotel where the iconic Dolly sign in Rehoboth once stood. Coast TV News Today will be right back.
Toyota's national sales event is on. Swipe into end of summer fun with a new Toyota. Like I never left.
Right now, get a new Tacoma SR5 with low 4.99 APR financing. Toyota, let's go places.
America's Jazz Legacy lives at 2024's 12th Annual True Blue Jazz Festival, October 16th through the 20th, with the most significant artist lineup of any festival on the East Coast. Jazz legends like bassist Buster Williams, the voice of Mary Stallings, piano master Bill Charlap, plus powerhouse tenor saxman Jerry Weldon and renowned trumpeter Terrell Stafford. Don't miss the annual Saturday Big Band Jazz Marathon. Tops in local and regional jazz and free venues across Rehoboth and Lewis, Delaware for everyone. Visit truebluejazz.org. Get your tickets now.
Turn your dreams of a perfect kitchen into reality with That Cabinet Store, where a dedicated team of designers will bring your vision to life. Whether it's traditional or European, kitchen design is our specialty. And we can get your fully customized kitchen cabinets installed in as little as 4 weeks, semi-custom in 10 days. And if you're looking for new countertops, we offer quality in-house fabricated countertops. Dream today, designs for tomorrow at That Cabinet Store. Located with Matt the Carpet Guy in Selbyville and Salisbury.
Introducing Paisano, the authentic pizza oven by Granite Stone. Now make the world's most delicious pizza with real stone right in your own home. You simply set it and let it make golden, crispy, extra cheesy stone-baked pies in under 6 minutes. You can get your Paisano pizza oven for just 3 easy payments of $39.99. Plus, we'll ship your entire order free.
Call 1-800-608-5198 or order online at buypaisano.com.
Extend summer fun at Toyota's national sales event with a new Camry, RAV4 Hybrid, Highlander, BZ4X Tundra, Corolla Hybrid, Tacoma.
Buy a Tundra now with low 1.99 APR financing for 48 months. Toyota, let's go places.
Now on Coast TV News.
Watch for areas of dense fog this morning, otherwise building heat and humidity, especially Wednesday with a yellow alert day. The Labor Day holiday weekend is a bit unsettled. Details coming up.
Hotel debate why city officials and a developer went head-to-head about a proposed hotel for the Rehoboth Beach Boardwalk.
One dealer's dangerous den, what a drug investigation in Lincoln revealed about a home where a narcotics network was found.
Start of school, we look at the students who are beginning classes today on Delmarva.
This is Coast TV News Today.
August 27th, 2024. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Paige.
Good morning. Thank you all so much for joining us. I'm Paige Marley.
We're approaching 6:31 on this Tuesday morning, and we're still tracking the traffic cameras with the foggy conditions. You know, if you see the big roads with fog, you know, or likely suspect that it's a big factor on the back roads as well.
Yes, it definitely is. I know I drove through a lot of fog this morning. Bob, I actually didn't ask you what you drove through, so as we bring back in First Alert meteorologist Bob Trahi, what was your experience driving into work?
Good morning, guys. Yeah, my experience, Paige, was, well, I drive a lot of the back roads, and there's a lot of farms, too. And it seems like the fog really gathers over those farms. So we have that, especially the back roads, but even on the main highways and byways, too, and some of that fog along the coast as well. A half mile in Georgetown in the fog right now, and 1.25 miles in Ocean City, and only 1/4 mile in Salisbury, and even thick fog last check up in Dover, too. Our temperatures out the door, 60s and 70s, 71 in Rehoboth, Lewis, 71. Georgetown at 67. Winds are calm, so we don't have any wind or really a front to push this fog out. It's just kind of stuck right now, and it's going to be the sun to burn it off. So I think it still hangs around through mid-morning. And then it's high pressure, and it's sunshine, and it's warm. It's hot this afternoon. Futurecast this morning, you can see this white shading with that area of fog, and it's still hanging around 8:30, but then it's gone by about 9 a.m. So by 11 through the early afternoon, we're warming into the 80s. Cooler at the beaches, could be as hot as 90 in Salisbury, but along the coast, you're pretty much stuck in the 70s from Fenwick Island up to Dewey Beach. And along the boardwalk this morning, watch out, it could be a little slick with the fog and some of the moisture out there. Otherwise, sunshine and temperatures warming through the 70s.
Much. We were just talking fog. We're going to show you a little bit about what we're talking about. This is in Millsboro, so obvious fog right there. This is in the area of Route 113.
Yeah, lots of it there. We're going to go north now to Ellendale. This is moments ago. You can see the thick fog there. You got a school bus stop at the intersection, it appears, or at least some sort of driveway lot. This is a busy area for people traveling from Maryland to our beaches. A developer is looking to build a hotel on the Rehoboth Beach Boardwalk. It's where Zelke's is located. It's also where that iconic Dolly sign used to hang.
Yeah, Coast TV news reporter Elisa Weber's live right now in Rehoboth Beach. Elisa, a recent site plan for review brought up a lot of concerns about this project.
Matt and Paige, we've all seen the postcards and the pictures taken right in front of the Dolly sign. They used to hang here from this building on 1 Rehoboth Avenue. Well, now a developer is looking to build a mixed-use building right here, keeping the retail spaces on the ground floor and then adding a 60-room hotel on top. And the attorney for the builder says that the goal of this project is to revive this end of the boardwalk. But many concerns during a site plan review held in early August were raised. One major concern was how to handle multiple delivery trucks on Baltimore Avenue. And this project will go back before the Planning Commission in September.
Now, Lisa, some of the concerns we were hearing about dealt with the number of parking spaces there.
Yeah, of course, and we understand city code very specific on what needs to be there on site.
Yeah, so city code says that you have to have a parking space per number of hotel rooms plus 2 extra. But the attorney argued that when they originally submitted these site plans, the code actually said that you had to have a parking space per number of hotel rooms plus 2 for a resident family. But that code was changed, and the attorney says that they do not have those 2 extra rooms right now because they were in an agreement with that previous solicitor that they weren't going to have a resident family, so they didn't need those 2 extra. Now, this issue was not resolved at that August meeting. Back to you.
Elisa, thank you so much. New this morning, a Texas judge temporarily blocked the Biden administration from granting legal status to immigration spouses of U.S. citizens. The order by District Court Judge J. Campbell Barker effectively brings to a halt a large immigration program that opened last week to an estimated 500,000 immigrants. The policy allows unauthorized immigrants to apply for temporary work permits and deportation protections under an immigration benefit known as parole if they are married to U.S. citizens, have lived in the country for at least 10 years, and passed background checks.
A Lincoln man is behind bars now after a several-month-long drug investigation. Delaware State Police say this is what was found in a home on Green Top Road: a handgun, ammunition, packaged marijuana, and also suspected crack cocaine. Now, troopers say William Dunning played a key role in a narcotics distribution and that the gun and the suspected crack cocaine were in an area that was easily accessible to children who live in the home. Dunning was charged with 5 felonies and committed to Sussex Correctional Institution.
In Lewis, if you look out the window at night, depending where you are, you may not be able to see the stars due to light pollution. A dark skies initiative could be implemented in Lewis to try to minimize light pollution in the city from things like streetlights.
And officials there say the visibility of stars would be one of many benefits. CoastTV News reporter Zakia Jennings shows us how the first town proposes to achieve this goal.
Yeah, I didn't get to the definitions.
City council members took their seats today to tackle ways to help the local environment, including the Dark Sky Initiative. The main focus of the initiative is on streetlights, which was shown in a presentation Monday during the meeting. Sally Boswell of Preserve Our Park says her concerns lie with the stadium lights at new schools in Sussex County.
I think they've had a lot of lights on kind of 24 hours a day as they've gotten the interiors of the schools ready for school.
Janelle Cornwell, planning and building manager at the Lewis City Hall, says they are working to cover all areas of the draft, including any repercussions.
So almost every chapter of the city code has a violation and penalty section of the code. If this is adopted, this will also have a violation and penalty section of the code. So how do we make sure people are staying in compliance with rules and regulations that the city has adopted?
Happening today, the latest step in the attempt by Delaware Electric Cooperative to expand its headquarters in Greenwood. Public hearing on this plan is scheduled for this afternoon at the Sussex County Council meeting in Georgetown. The land for expansion, it's owned by the co-op, but it's designated as agricultural. And that's why the county approval is needed for a conditional use. 2 structures would be built, a vehicle enclosure and maintenance building. It was earlier this month that the county's Planning and Zoning Commission voted to delay moving forward with the project, in part because all the approvals and permits from other agencies had not been received at the time.
Let's talk now some school days in Sussex County. Sussex Tech begins in full today, and as do many students in Seaford. In the elementary school there, it's the first day for 1st and 2nd graders. In the middle school, 7th and 8th graders begin, along with sophomores, juniors, and seniors at the high school. All the other students began on Monday there in Seaford. Also new this morning, former President Donald Trump suggesting he may back out of the September ABC debate against Kamala Harris. Trump suggested he might back out because he believes the network is hostile towards Republicans. Now, speaking with the press at an event in Virginia, Trump called into question its ability to host a fair debate after what he saw as a hostile interview over the weekend of Republican Senator Tom Cotton. The ABC debate is currently scheduled for September 10th, with Lindsay Davis and David Muir serving as the moderators.
Got more news to get to in this final half hour. Don't go anywhere.
Coming up, DelDOT discussing some improvement ideas. We're telling you how you can learn about different forms of transportation in Delaware and possible ideas to make them safer.
Also, start of the school year also means the start of school sports, and that includes Smyrna Field Hockey. We'll tell you about their quest to earn their 2nd state championship in 3 seasons.
And an opportunity to get outside in Fenwick Island when you can attend the grand opening of its Pollinator Park and a special dedication to a beloved town manager. Stick with us on Coast TV News Today.
Capture your favorite moments at the Coast TV photo booth. Strike a pose and snap a pic, all for free. View previous pictures and see the next event at coasttv.com under the Features tab. The Coast TV photo booth, sponsored by Baths by Spicer Brothers.
You push it. You try to hold them shut, but your doors won't stay closed no matter what. Introducing Ruby Monkey Magnets. Ultra-thin magnetic plates that will keep your doors and drawers shut. Just peel to reveal the super strong adhesive. Place the monkey, then the magnet, and close. Installation is that simple, and now you have a door that will stay shut. The secret is the ultra-strong industrial magnet's powerful attraction that holds tight. Monkey magnets work on most surfaces and are perfect for cabinets, dresser drawers, sliding closet doors, and more. Even your outdoor problems are solved in an instant because they're corrosion and rust resistant. Call or go online now to get 8 sets of monkey magnets for only $9.99. Due to rising costs, this may be your last chance to get monkey magnets at this low price. There is a strict limit of 1 house pack per order. Call now.
Call 1-800-453-9032. That's 1-800-453-9032. Call or visit getmonkeymagnets.com. So call 1-800-453-9032 now.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness? If you've ever experienced the warning signs of bad circulation, then you need Legzercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way. Soothe pain and calm restless legs. Reduce swelling in your legs, ankles, and feet, and stimulate healthy circulation. Stay active with Legzercise Pro.
Hello. Now that you've heard the rest, you can hear the best. We can be with the S and have this on your chest.
Snoop joins The Voice Monday, September 23rd. Set your DVR now.
641 and one of our favorite cameras, Tintel's Casual Furniture Cam in Laurel. Look at the fog at the surface, but then the sun above it, which will burn it off with time. But leave extra time to get to your destination this morning. A half-mile in fog in Georgetown. The same for Ocean City and down to about 0 in Salisbury. So we're socked in with the fog. Temperatures in the 60s and 70s with light winds right now. And above this fog deck, as we just saw in Laurel, it's clear, and we'll see that warm sunshine as we go through the day. Make sure you have the sunscreen this afternoon and stay hydrated with water. Here's your golf forecast. Putted in the good range. Not excellent because it is muggy out there, mostly sunny, and 88 later this afternoon.
Thank you so much. New this morning, DENREC making an announcement about air quality. According to the agency, it's a code orange air quality action day. This means the level of pollution in the air, it can be unhealthy to sensitive groups such as people with heart and lung disease. DENREC also says older adults and young children, you should also be very cautious if you go outside today.
Hopefully conditions improve later in the week because there is an opportunity to get outdoors in Fenwick Island. This Saturday, the town will host the official opening of the Pollinator Park. There'll be a special dedication of the Pollinator Park in Pat's Garden. That's in honor of former town manager Patricia Shookman. The park is located at Bunting Avenue and Lewis Street, and this is happening from 4 to 6.
3 seasons ago, Smyrna Field Hockey made their first ever state finals appearance. Then in 2022, the Eagles followed that up by capturing their program's first state title. Last season, a 1-0 loss in the state finals to Cape Henlopen. Junior and leading scorer from last year, Bree Moffitt, says this year's squad has redemption on their minds.
Definitely, they left a really good mark, but this year we are a different team, we're a different group of people, but we're definitely still going to use that as motivation throughout this season.
Head coach in her 4th season, Lavita Moffitt, says although the squad lost a top scorer and starting goalie, the team is adjusting nicely and filling those roles.
We also have our leading scorer returning and a whole host of really experienced players. Like last year we had several players that were first year new to varsity, and now they're a year under their belts.
Several returning All-State players will be leading the way for the Eagles this season, including McKenna Wilson, who says the Eagles are focusing on building team chemistry.
I think we're really focusing on playing together this year. We played together really well last year, and I think that's one of our big focuses moving into this year as well. I think we're doing really well. We've tried to bring in our freshmen as well and make sure that's a big part of our culture this year and just incorporate our freshmen and sophomores in everything that we do.
Center back and captain Ryan Dornell says vocal leaders emerging during preseason is huge for the team's development.
And really making sure we're connected. I mean, it's a big thing to wear Smyrna on our chest. Like, it's more than just us. It's our community and, like, representing everyone.
The Eagles open their season versus Archmere Academy on September 4th. Reporting from Smyrna, Delaware for the Delmarva Sports Network, I'm Michelle Roberts.
Happy Tuesday, Delmarva. Here's what's happening today at 4 on Coast Life.
Hopefully you survived day 1 and day 2 of heading back to school, but we want to see your photos, whether they're from your childhood or your kids' back to school photos. We want to see them and share them.
Exactly, and we're talking all things weather-wise, hurricane season coming to an end, and introducing you to one of our new meteorologists, Chris Mastrobono.
And it's Tuesday, which means we got another great debate for you. We're thinking sun or shade.
Ooh.
Which one?
We'll have to think about it. We have some time, but don't forget to tune in at 4 o'clock for Coast Life.
Looking forward to that, and the sun is on the rise, beginning to burn some of that fog off in Dover, but it's going to be a couple hours yet. In the meantime, it's building heat and humidity the next few days, and it's a yellow alert for tomorrow with building heat and triple-digit heat indices at that time. And then for the weekend, we'll start to cool off with some occasional showers, a bit unsettled at that time. Your forecast coming up in 2 minutes.
NBC News Daily, weekdays at 1 on Coast TV.
Celebrate Labor Day weekend with Camp Rehoboth Community Center at Sun Festival 2024 in Rehoboth Beach. On August 31st, enjoy a night of comedy with stand-up comedian Joe Dombrowski.
He looked at me and he goes, ma'am, okay, that laugh was a hate crime.
Then on September 1st, dance the night away with DJs Robbie Leslie and Joe Gothrow. Don't miss the summer's biggest party at the Rehoboth Beach Convention Center. Get your tickets at camprehoboth.org. Sponsored by Coast TV.
Welcome to the party. We all make this show together. You guys, this is our show. You just never know who you're gonna meet here. You can feel the energy in this room. Every single person needs to be included in these conversations. Let's do this!
Let's make everyone's day a little brighter.
Drew Barrymore, weekdays at noon on Coast TV.
You like to keep your beard perfectly groomed, but she hates all that mess. Now there's VacuTrim by Bell & Howell, the total body shaver that trims your hair and vacuums it up. VacuTrim stainless steel blades give you a precision cut, while the built-in vacuum captures the hair shavings. It has 20 trim settings to shape your beard and tame body hair with no mess. Get VacuTrim with free shipping for only $39.95.
Call 1-800-263-0608. That's 1-800-263-0608 or go to vacutrim.com.
Weather brought to you by Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning, dedicated to excellence in Delaware and Maryland.
Thank you for calling Coastal Comfort.
This is a complimentary call. A couple of years ago, I had my heat pumps replaced. Last night, I noticed one of them wasn't working right. Somebody was out here within a couple of hours, and it's working perfectly. I was in the service industry for 33 years. Good service is something you can't find today. It very much is appreciated. Your crew's a good crew. Really fine people are professional and they're efficient.
Coastal Comfort, a Carrier factory authorized dealer. Carrier, turn to the experts.
It's now 6:47 on your Tuesday. We're going to take a live look now at Laurel. Bob, this is a great camera to look at when we have any sort of fog, rain, because you really get up close and personal with what's going on in the sky.
Yeah, it really gives you that perspective page, you know, with the camera that high, the fog below, and then the sun above, which is starting to do its thing. It's going to burn off that fog, but it's going to take a little while. Below that fog deck, we have zero visibility in Salisbury right now, a half mile in Ocean City, 3 miles in Georgetown, and it fluctuates in between. So really be careful out there between about now and 9 a.m. That's when the fog, I think, will start to lift, is mid-morning. Weather headlines, we have that summer-like feel. The humidity levels are increasing. We have a yellow alert Wednesday. The reason being is we're bordering on dangerous heat. Highs in the mid-90s, but feeling like triple digits. The good news is it's only one day. It cools off after that. It gets a little unsettled into the holiday weekend with occasional showers and maybe a few thunderstorms. I don't think we're looking at a washout, but we're looking at about 88 today. And then the real hot day is Wednesday, 95. That's short-lived because then we start cooling down through the low 80s into Friday. And by Saturday, we're about 85. Here's our muggy meter, and we're still in that muggy range the next few afternoons, and even humid to very humid at times, especially as we go into the upcoming weekend. So it's the unofficial end to summer this holiday weekend. It will be feeling like it for sure, but not as hot as tomorrow. We're looking at temperatures in the 60s and low 70s out the door, 70 in Ocean City to 71 in Rehoboth, Seaford at 68, and the winds are light right now. It'd be nice to get a front through here to push this fog out of here, but we have high pressure kind of putting a lid on the atmosphere right now. So we have the fog, tough to see on the satellite, but once that burns off, we're looking at a lot of sunshine, and it gets warm today as high pressure builds in, and that high will still percolate a little bit as we go into tomorrow with more sinking air and a lot more heat as we go into tomorrow. But Futurecast this morning is showing that fog, I think, through about 9 a.m. Then it starts to lift, and by noon we're in the low to mid 80s inland areas, even upper 80s around Salisbury with 75 in Bethany Beach. Dewey Beach is 71, and then we're into the mid to upper 80s to close to 90. So the farther inland, the hotter it is, cooler at the beaches, but everybody is muggy and warm as we go into this evening. And then as we go into tomorrow morning, clouds increase and temperatures really take off. By 12:30, we're in the low 90s and then mid 90s by the afternoon, around 96 in Delmarva, 97 in Long Neck with 80s and 90s at the coast. Then we get relief with the cold front with showers tomorrow night, but feeling like 98 to 103 away from the coast tomorrow, and really take it easy out there with that heat. And we do get relief with clouds and a flow off the ocean with some showers, I think later Saturday into early Sunday. Then it looks like it does dry out for Labor Day, so the entire weekend will not be a washout. Paul Davis 7-day forecast, upper 80s today. Tomorrow, have to be careful. 95 with the yellow alert. Showers cooler Thursday and a little cooler Friday, and kind of wet for the weekend. Mid 80s, but Labor Day mostly cloudy and 83.
Bob, thank you. DelDOT's hosting a public workshop next month for the Sussex Drive Transportation Alternatives Project. And here's what all that means. This project will develop a concept that improves conditions and safety for all types of transportation. The workshop's happening Thursday, September 12th at 5 p.m. It's in Lewis at the elementary school. The meeting will address existing conditions as well as public feedback and preliminary ideas for improvements. All right, it's now 6:51 this morning. We are going to check in with our Coastal Pet of the Day.
And today's Coastal Pet of the Day, 2 best buds. 2 for the price of 1 on your screen. That's Cookie on the right, and then there's Benny. And these 2 love the cooler weather we've been having in the morning recently and enjoy playing around when it's not so hot out there. And they're always down for a nice long walk outside. Cookie and Benny were submitted to us by Donna in Long Neck.
And don't forget, we love seeing all your pets on Delmarva. Send us photos. Tell us what makes your pet so special.
Scan that QR code, top of your screen. That way you can submit your furry friend to us here at Coast TV News. And then watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature.
Right now, the visibility not too bad down on the boardwalk in Rehoboth. Some folks getting in their exercise, and dense fog inland, that burns off to hot weather through tomorrow. Then a bit cooler and unsettled for the holiday weekend weather with some showers and storms, but not the whole time. I'll have your 10-day forecast coming up next.
Accurate termite and pest control. Our professional pest management program includes year-round protection, 4 seasonal visits or more, and pest-free peace of mind. Locally owned and operated, Accurate Termite and Pest Control. On target since 1995.
Ready? Go. The competition is fierce.
America's going to love you. I did not expect that.
If this was the Olympics, you would have won the gold medal.
AGT Live, tonight on NBC and Peacock.
This is for you, Toby.
Let's talk and a lot more action.
Toby Keith's closest friends celebrate an American icon.
Let's have a party.
Toby Keith, American Icon, Wednesday on NBC and Peacock.
What do you do when your tire goes flat and there's no air anywhere? You reach for Bullseye Pro, the smarter, faster, hands-free way to fill it up with air. Bullseye Pro is equipped with a rechargeable lithium-ion power plant. So fast and so convenient. It's like the power of an air compressor in the palm of your hand. Look, you can inflate all 4 tires on a single charge. It has a built-in smart pressure digital sensor that gauges and automatically stops when the set tire pressure is reached. Easily inflate pool toys, exercise balls, and more. Call or go online now and get the complete Bullseye Pro inflation system for the factory direct price of just $79.99. Plus, we'll ship your entire order free, and we'll give you a 50% discount on a second one. Order now.
To order, call 1-800-771-0865. That's 1-800-771-0865 or go to getbullseyepro.com.
Turn on Bionic Spotlight Extreme 360, the motion-activated home defense light that looks just like a security camera. It detects even the slightest motion and automatically triggers 6 ultra-bright LED high beams. Call or go online and order your Bionic Extreme 360 for just $19.99. Plus, get free shipping on your entire order.
To order, call 1-800-316-1548 or go online to buybionic360.com. Call now.
Accurate termite and pest control. A new season is coming and so are the pests. They want in. Trust Accurate to keep them out year-round. Locally owned and operated, Accurate Termite and Pest Control, on target since 1995.
It is 6:54. It's time now for things you need to know before you go. Severe weather causing major problems for millions in the U.S. Some areas dealing with extreme heat, others seeing damage done from storms and landslides. At least one person is dead, others injured after a landslide hit the southern part of Alaska. Then in Philadelphia, 63 schools ending 3 hours early, 2 days this week, and that's because of high heat.
Former President Donald Trump says there are issues with the September ABC debate against Kamala Harris. Trump says he believes the network is hostile towards Republicans. Speaking with the press at an event in Virginia, Trump called into question its ability to host a fair debate after what he saw as a hostile interview over the weekend of Republican Senator Tom Cotton. The ABC debate is currently scheduled for September 10th, with Lindsey Davis and David Muir serving as moderators.
A Lincoln man behind bars now after a several-month-long drug investigation. Delaware State Police say a handgun, ammunition, packaged marijuana, and suspected crack cocaine were all found in a home on Greentop Road. According to troopers, William Dennings played a key role in the narcotics distribution, and that the gun and suspected crack cocaine were in an area that was easily accessible to children who live in the home. Dennings been charged with 5 felonies.
A Texas judge has temporarily blocked the Biden administration from granting legal status to immigrant spouses of U.S. citizens. The order brings to a halt a large immigration program that opened last week to an estimated 500,000 immigrants. The policy allows unauthorized immigrants to apply for temporary work permits and deportation protections under an immigration benefit known as parole if they are married to U.S. citizens and have lived in the country for at least 10 years and have passed background checks.
All right, time is now 6:56. It's time for a quick look at your forecast before you head out your door.
Yeah, I think at some point, Bob, we will see the sun at some point.
The sun is actually out. It's above this fog deck, guys. But once that fog burns off, we'll see the sun. But visibilities continue to drop. We're at 0 in fog in Salisbury, quarter mile in Ocean City, half mile in Georgetown. Take it slow. School is in session. Be careful out there. And the fog will lift mid-morning. It's going to take a while. Then we get into the sunshine. Then it's mid to upper 80s. I'm going with a high today of 88. Then it's a yellow alert on Wednesday, 95. But feeling like triple digits at times, about 100 to 103. Paul Davis 10-day forecast. The heat wave is short-lived because then we're looking at showers on Thursday, 83, cool Friday. Some showers, hit and miss storms into the weekend, drier Labor Day, and then even cooler after that.
All right, Bob, thank you. And thank you all for joining us on Coast TV News Today.
And the Today Show is coming up next at 7 a.m.
As always, we'll be back with Coast TV midday at 11, so stick with us.
Have a great Tuesday morning, everybody.